episode is a little bit different from the other ones. I'm going to try to give a little bit more information on what's going on around the game. I was just saying, when my coins fell in the... First of all, they're not coins. They're called Geo. And that's the currency in this game. So when my Geo fell in the acid, the bugs that, you know, the attracting power-up deal or badge, it got them to go in there and get my stuff. So they can go in like the dangerous spikes and all that stuff and actually get your Geo back if it falls in there. So Hollow Knight is really super simple. It's about it's about this insect-like creature, right? That this guy right here on the screen. It's about him who is silent. He's nameless, but he is a knight. And what we do throughout the whole game, all we're doing is exploring the underground kingdom to kind of basically see what's going on, right? We're unlocking the story as we go through. A lot of the bugs around us already know what happened. We're finding out what happened, and we're like the chosen bug to fix everything for the most part. In the beginning of the game, you see. We do a. You can see the final boss of the game. It's that black egg. You go inside the egg, and or the egg's gonna crack or something. I forgot, but basically, that egg has been laying dormant for a while, and when it awoke, you awoke at the same time. And it's kind of like your destiny to fix everything. And I get so caught up in playing this game. Oh, I just bumped my table. I get so caught up in playing this game and even watching it, honestly, that I don't really talk a lot while I'm playing. But it's not because I don't have anything to say. It's because I'm so, you know, immersed in the whole I guess I'll let talk. I'm so immersed in the experience. When I play my games, I like to get deeply immersed in the experience, and I don't really talk when I play games. A lot of people know, who know me know, when I start talking, I can't stop. But when I'm playing games, it's like the complete opposite. I just don't say too much of nothing. Like a lot of the like if I'm doing a puzzle or something, right? And the reason I'm wearing these headphones is I'm watching my recording so I can know where I'm talking, so I won't talk over myself. Good job. What was I saying? Okay. And I can hear Colin screaming in the background. Okay. But basically, you know, I have a lot to say about the game, but it's kind of hard to talk about the game while I'm playing the game. When I do puzzles, or like if I was working on a normal flat puzzle, or if I was working on a Rubik's Cube, if I was working on any project, any kind of deal, and you were around, you wouldn't see me moving that much. I wouldn't move my mouth that much. I definitely wouldn't be talking that much, and I wouldn't portray what's going on in my mind out loud, because I'm one of those people who think to himself. I mean, I do my brainstorming and everything in my head. Even when I'm doing papers and stuff for school, I brainstorm really fast in my head. I never really write anything down because I feel like that kind of hinders me from the experience. Basically, it stops my creative flow when it comes to actually getting my gears going, right? So, like with playing these games, my gears are already going. right? They're moving really good, and I don't have to necessarily say anything because I've already figured out the puzzles. I've already done everything in my head. But when it looks like this on camera. Okay. So it doesn't really translate well when you're trying to play a game and then at the same time let everybody know what's going on, what's happening.
Basically,
and I'm pretty used to like getting a point across when I start talking, but then I'll start talking and I go off on these long tangents and all that stuff, which I'm pretty sure this whole spiel that I'm giving now is a tangent from something I originally said instead of being on track. I know a lot of YouTubers use scripts and all that stuff. I'm not a good actor, so I can't use a script because I'm not really good at. First of all, reading is not my strongest suit. I do have dyslexia. However, I'm not. It doesn't necessarily hinder me when I have the time to actually, sit down and read something or look over something. I just have to read it a little bit more than most people, but I can read.
Basically, if you don't get those souls back.
Another thing is, what was I talking about?
That's funny.
Well, that's a good point to get to right there. I lose my train of thought very fast. I have a very short attention span when it comes to trying to keep myself on track. I'm not good at arguing. That's why I was never trying to be a part of nobody's debate team. I'm not good at explaining my points because if I don't have it written down, like I took speech class like 3 times. I've taken a speech class in college right now for like this will probably be the 4th time I have to take it. Not because I'm bad at speaking in front of people, because what's weird is I can speak in front of people all day. It's weird when I'm on camera. Like I've actually spoken in front of bigger audiences than I have now, but I've spoken in bigger audiences than I'm basically getting on YouTube right now. So I'm normally comfortable when it comes to speaking in front of people. I just need to know my material and know what's going on, right? But when it comes to this camera stuff, and I have to kind of look back at it, I'm like, I don't know, dude. That looks kind of weird. People are going to look at you like this. But I don't know. It doesn't make sense because I can sit there all day and speak in front of crowds of people and not feel no type of way about my appearance, how I'm saying things, or anything like that. But when I get in front of the camera, I'm like, so right here, guys, it's time to eat, like I don't know. It's weird. It may be something deeper than it's being portrayed. Who knows? I don't know. What was I saying? My train of thought is trash. But yes, I want people to know what's going on in the game and actually enjoy the game, because it gets 10 times harder. It gets 10 times more fun. I love challenging games. I love something that makes you use your mind, makes you use your hand-eye coordination. Like, I love games like that. And this game is one of the, like I said, out of every game I've played in life, which I consider myself a pretty good gamer. I lost my train of thought. I started thinking about something else. Sorry about that. What am I looking for?
They're behind me.
I see my camera maybe not pointed at me. And if so, I'm using all of that footage. It might have been pointed straight at my mouth. Anywho, so Hollow Knight, right? It's really about this little bug dude walking around. As we're going through the store, we're figuring stuff out, and that's really just the biggest part of it. The enemies start to get a little bit more challenge, and those little jumping sections that we're doing now, they start to get even more challenging. I mean, it gets ridiculous after a while. Like, there's some parts of the game I still haven't beaten, and mind you, I have. Alrighty, so I'm back. My camera, I noticed, and my peripheral started doing this thing right here. It started leaning over. Whatever. I'm using all of this footage. I don't care if you guys were looking at my chest this whole time. It's not like you got too much to look at. Again, Hollow Knight, right? This game is about really kind of moving through and progressing as you go, building up upon what you have, and it's kind of like a trope of life itself, to me personally, because you always start off with basically the bare minimum. You know, you start off with your normal high school education and all that stuff, and you have to build yourself up over time to beat something, you know, to get, you have to get those upgrades to move through life. You have to meet those milestones and all that stuff. So I look at it like that, and stuff like that really kind of resonates with me because I started from like a really low place, and I'm not in the best stuff situations. I'm not in the worst of situations, but I think I did fairly well so far. And obviously I'm still growing and learning and all that stuff. But like I said, I'm still learning, I'm still growing, just like I'm still playing my games that even now, like with this game, that's what I was saying. I still haven't beaten parts of this game because they're super hard. I have about 86 play hours in this game. Like, I've already beaten it. Right now I'm playing it on Xbox. Yes, I'm playing on my Xbox now because I'm using my Game Pass or whatever. But on PlayStation, I've already beaten the game. I've gotten a few. There's multiple endings to the game, but there's a whole bunch of stuff you have to do to get certain.
Cut it down to that size. It'll be the whole video.
There's a whole bunch of stuff you have to do before you get certain endings and all that stuff. So there's a few endings that I haven't even gotten yet, but I've already put 85 hours of my life into this game, and now I'm about to dedicate a little bit more because I'm playing it for you guys. But it's not like it's a it's a burden or whatever, because I love this game. It just gives me a reason to play it, and it gives me a reason to share it with other people, because everybody that I come across who is a gamer or claims to be a gamer, I definitely recommend this game to them. I'm like, look, this game is amazing. If you like old school games like Super Metroid or Castlevania, Mega Man, although it gets on my nerves, you know, if you have a few things like, if you love games like that, then you would absolutely love this game. But this is so much, it's like, it's not necessarily better, it's not necessarily worse, it's like good in its own sense. It's not like taking so much from every genre of those, like those Castlevania games. It's its own thing, and I love that. It has the wonderful score, the music, you know, it has the beautiful graphics and all that stuff. I love the animations and all that. When you get hit, you feel that. It's like you feel in your controller vibrates. The sound goes in like you're underwater, or your sinus is acting up, and like everything in that moment kind of just stops, and it emphasizes that you just got hit. Basically, it's like those small details. Like that's what I call that Nintendo polish. Although this isn't a Nintendo game, it's a independent, like people developed it by themselves. This has that Nintendo polish. Like when you see a Nintendo game and you're like, wow, that's pretty. Wow, that has.
I don't want to this.
They went that extra mile with that music. They went that extra mile with those graphics. That's what we call Nintendo polish in the gaming community. And this, I've had to edit this, so this is like one of my favorite parts. So I'm gonna be quiet for a while. I'm just gonna watch with y'all.
So yeah, it makes plenty of sense. The guy who's over everything is right there. Just talk to him.
Cause this was so stupid.
All right, let's. Trying to think of how I want these videos to be edited. Bro. He's so jerky. I'm like,
Look, listen to me, I'm cute.
I didn't think I'm supposed to be down here yet. Going ahead by that map from you know. Gah! It will show you if you need to be there or not. I can't get through there. So no, I'm not supposed to be here yet. Damn, I've been recording for an hour now.
I could not find the spot, right? When I was editing this originally, I could not find where I left off.
I don't know.
So when I was like, I've been recording for an hour.
I came back from where the fungus place was.
I started recording again,
I came back up
and my software wasn't recording. So when I went back and I saw it wasn't recording, I hit record and I was just like, what was the last thing they saw? I was like, oh my god, I've been walking around doing stuff, and luckily I didn't do too much while I was off screen, and I was able to kind of remember, but I didn't halfway remember any of that stuff, which was more than fun. Like, I laughed so hard when I was editing this because it took me about 3 to 4 hours to find that spot where I was supposed to cut to. So I was like, I've been recording too long, and then I was looking for let's stop and let's start back. I could not find this. It took me 3 whole hours to find that spot, and then when I found it, it was like the video was this long on screen, and where I needed to cut was right up in this area. So I'm like, I was so frustrated. Like, I started getting mad. I was like, maybe I deleted the video or something. Maybe I deleted the file. Maybe it just got corrupted, or I don't know, because I cannot find it. I was like, maybe I didn't even record none of this stuff. And obviously I found it, but it was hilarious because I panicked. I panicked so hard, and it was so funny.
And we're back. On top of taking care of the baby, we're helping with homework.
All right.
With the adolescent as well.
But I think I've started this with Hollow Knights about like 4 times now, and that goes into my train of thought. It's so trash. I'm working on that. I literally have to work on that every day. They have these apps where it, does those little brain teasers to kind of keep your mind moving, or not to keep your mind moving, to like build your brain back up to where it used to be. Because I hate to say it, but when I was in the military, I didn't use my brain as much, and now I'm like this. I was like so dead on the inside that I chose not to use a lot of my mental power, because to explain it simply and without being too, I guess, disrespectful, you have to follow the chain of command, and whether or not you have a good idea or not, you have to follow your chain of command. I'll just leave it at that. But basically, because of that, I didn't really have to use a lot of my brain power. So now my brain doesn't. I still am able to like break things down and use complex thinking skills and critical thinking skills and all that stuff. It's just that I'm not really able to portray them as well now, if that makes sense. So I can come up with this huge master plan, and I'm like, in my head it's like, we're gonna do these several things, and at the end of the day we're gonna conquer the world, right? And out loud I'm like, we're gonna go blow some bubble gum, and that's how we're gonna help people take over the. We're gonna use that. We're gonna use that to take over the world, and people be looking like, what are you talking about? Well, I know it makes sense up here, but why did I start talking about that? Whatever.
6:16.
So on those first 2 gameplays, I didn't necessarily speak that much. I wanted to, but it's just like I said. I guess I was stuck in the game itself. These games are.
Come on back.
If you have good hand-eye coordination, they're pretty easy, pretty solid. If you don't, look at that.
You good?
I don't think I even said nothing about that. That's funny. But the Wasp, she was just there, and basically what she's doing is she's kind of leading you through the beginning of the story. Like you saw in the beginning when I was, aimlessly walking around, kind of just buying stuff. And then when I got that new power, I was able to go to that place where the thing was spitting at me and all that stuff. And then we started seeing the Wasp, right? We started seeing her jump around. She's running away from us and all that stuff. And why do I keep saying it and all that stuff? Well, anyway, she was running away from us and stuff. And I'm shocked that thing didn't hit me just then. While she was running away, she's basically like saying, okay, you're supposed to follow me. Like, it's one of those, it's not blatantly put out there like that, but it is one of those things where, like in the beginning of the game, if you wanted to, you could literally, mama calling me. Hold up, let me make sure I'm still recording. It's one of those things where you can literally. What was I talking about?
Letting dude me like what?
Oh, okay. So it's like one of those things that you can literally like. If in the beginning of the game you don't know what to do, and you're just one of those people who are like, oh, I don't know what to do. I don't care to figure out what else to do. And you just go through like the normal little Hollow Nest stuff, and you get to the map maker, and he starts talking about selling you maps and pieces of the map. Okay, now you got a general purpose of what you want to do. Okay, so then you keep going deeper and you find the ant guy, and he's like, you come back up and I got a shop up there, right? If you're one of those people who don't want to do anything, or not necessarily don't want to do, but just don't have that adventurous spirit to kind of look around anymore, you could be like, well, I keep getting money from these things, and all I have to do is, you know, grind up and buy every single thing that that each shop has to offer. If you do that, right, that would make this game, first of all, like child's play in the beginning, but it also kind of put you ahead in a lot of those situations. So when you're like, okay, well, let me do some more exploring, right? I got all these upgrades, I got all this stuff going, let me look around a little bit more, see if I can reach some more areas. And then after that, you'll reach, you know, the guy who teaches you the little the shaman stuff. Well, if you're like me, you're gonna end up at the little spitty dude first, and you can't get past it, and you're looking like, what in the world am I supposed to do here? And he just keeps blocking every attack you do, and you're gonna start looking other places. Like, I'm just gonna see where else I can go with what I got, right? And once you find the shaman dude, he gives you the power up and all that, then you're gonna be like, you know what, if I can throw, because they show that same enemy in the little training session that we have they show the same energy in the training session, right? So you go, oh wow, if I can kill him with this, now I can go to that other area. And you walk all the way back there, collecting geo from every enemy you kill, and you're like, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to let me see what happens on this one, because I want to see if that gate opened.
Hey, we pressed the wrong button.
Okay.
Get a man to spit that off.
Did it open? It did.
No,
oh, okay. So both of the little thingies got paid off at the same. Okay. All right. This is what happens when I get sidetracked. You're gonna hear that a lot. What was I saying? Stupid.
I forgot about the little things.
Oh, you're gonna realize, you know, oh, I can kill that enemy over there that's spitting at me and all that stuff, and I can go that way. You're gonna start going that way, you're gonna see the wasp. You're gonna see her jumping across the screen. You're like, am I supposed to chase her or whatever? Like, even if you don't come to that conclusion, you're gonna walk around, you're gonna say, you're not even thinking, oh, I should chase her, I should follow her. No, you're just like, well, that was weird. She was there, and that was just weird. And you're gonna keep looking around and going through places and finding new things, and then you're gonna go to another area and she's gonna be there and she's gonna jet off screen. You're gonna be like, am I supposed to be following her? Is she running away from me? Like, you're gonna have all these random questions in your head at this point. You're like, why she keep doing that, right? And about probably the third or fourth time, you're probably gonna be like, you know what, I'm gonna see if I can catch it next time. And that's kind of how the first beginning of the game goes. You just aimlessly walk around. It gives you purpose in so many different ways, but you kind of have to take it all. You have to take it. You have to make your own purpose. So if your purpose is just to get all the money and all the upgrades, then there you go, right? And then you have to make another purpose after that. The game doesn't necessarily hold your hand and tell you, hey, go here, hey, do this. It gives you a general outline of what you should do or where you should go, but it doesn't, you know, blatantly be like, hey, go left. All right, you went left, and they're like, okay, now jump. Like, it doesn't do that. It gives you free reign to have, you know, some kind of mental strain on you, so you can use your brain and be like, hey, I have a brain up here. I should be able to use it to figure out these scenarios. And I rag on a lot of games, right? I throw Fortnite out there a lot. I'm not a big fan of Fortnite. I'm pretty sure it's because of the hype and all that stuff. Fortnite's actually it's okay. I wouldn't say it's a pretty good game. It's okay. I don't play it, but it's not like you can get on Fortnite and just start playing, because you can't. It's just like Call of Duty. You just can't just get on there and start shooting. It's people who dedicate hours and hours and hours into those games, and they get so good that basically when you start playing, it's like you're a baby holding a controller and whatever. I'm past that learning curve. Basically, my little brother, he'd be like, I play Claw. I'm like, I don't know what that means, but okay. And he does amazing stuff when it comes to Fortnite. So if you like Fortnite, go look at his channel. But I wanted to play Fortnite one time, but it didn't happen. Like when I was playing Fortnite, and the biggest reason I don't play games like that, a lot of people know I have these I get a huge anxiety, right, when it comes to a lot of stuff. Like when we were kids and we used to play hide and seek and stuff like that, I would be legitimately scared for my life. I'm like, all these people are gonna do is touch me, but I would fear for my life playing hide and seek. I don't know what that's about. I feel like it may be because, you know, when people I don't know, like hiding from people, that just oof, my anxiety goes up, right? So when you first start off with Fortnite and stuff like that, you're basically playing hide and seek, but when you find somebody, you have to kill them. And and I'm running around with my gun and all that stuff. I fall, I find the gun, I'm running around. There's nothing or no one around. And I'm like, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's like I'm legitimately scared. I'm like, please don't come over here. 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 Please don't run into anybody. Please don't run into anybody. And then I run into people and they're jumping and shooting, and I'm losing my mind because I'm like, I wasn't expecting to find you. I didn't need to find anybody. Like when I play, the only game that still gives me like those anxieties, but I still play, is Apex Legends. That game is so fun. I don't know what's different about that, Call of Duty, and Fortnite. They're all about the same, but when it comes to Apex, that's my game right there. Oh yeah. Why I forget that was an enemy? Okay. Apex Legends really doesn't do me like that, right? It gets to me a little bit because, you know, sometimes both of your teammates just die instantly and you're sitting there by yourself. But when I have my teammates with me, it's like, okay, we got this. We're a team. We have this. When they die, I'm like, I'm all alone. I'm all alone, and I have no one. It's just me out here, and it's thousands of people running around freaking shooting, and man, I don't know, but my anxiety gets to me when I play games like that. So I don't normally play games like that. Like I play a lot of adventure games because I don't have to play hide and seek from stuff, if that makes sense. But I don't remember the original point that I was trying to make there. Huh. What was I saying? I don't know. But
is it?
I like
2 more minutes it would be.
Oh. I like playing.
So what happens when you're talking?
I like playing games.
I got wonderful concentration when I'm playing.
But no, my anxiety acts up a lot when I play games like that, and that's normally why I'm like not too quick to play games like that, and I don't like games like that for the most part. I have terrible anxiety when it comes to those hide and seek type of games. But it's not like they don't require any skill, because you have to have some major skill to be like level 144 on freaking Fortnite and Call of Duty and all that. So I could definitely see where the skill comes into play. It's just not my type of game.
Of course, my controller batteries on. Oh, I got scared.
I don't remember why I brought that up. It doesn't matter, I guess. I'm pretty sure it matters because I'm sitting here talking about stuff on camera. Okay. Well, but alright. Yes, so as I was saying all the way earlier, because that's what I remember, the game gets more challenging throughout it. The enemies get bigger, faster, more cunning and all that stuff. The jumps get more tighter and all that. There's one charm on the game that took me it took a very long time. And when I say very long time, I'm not meaning like hours and minutes. I'm talking about it took me weeks to actually get over that part, because when I get frustrated with a game, I have to put it down for a while. I just can't. Like, there's this game I play called The Binding of Isaac, and it's a really good game, but it's just not the game I like to play all the time. You get what I'm saying?
Thank you. Come again.
It gets me every time. I don't think I played that game in about 2 years now, actually. And I'm not looking forward to picking up the controller again to play it. I have to have the want to play the game. And goodness gracious, boy, that game is terrible. It's an amazing game, but it's hard. My cousin, I like to watch him play it because he goes on these extravagant runs and all this stuff. It's like a dungeon crawler, so every time you load into the world, it's new, and you have randomized items and all this stuff, which is fine. That's a cool concept for a game, but when you have my luck and you always have something, you always have something wrong or nothing's working or something like that, it's just so trash.
Normally, when you do stuff like that, the game rewards you.
And I don't know why, but at that point the game did not reward me for helping that guy, and he didn't give me nothing. I don't remember what. I don't even think I read what he said. I didn't even read what he said just then, actually. I'm probably gonna have to go back and read that while I'm editing, so I can know what I'm supposed to be doing for that guy, because I don't remember. I don't know why I jumped down there like I was really about that life. There's 2 of them dudes down there. Did I almost die on this part? I probably did. Look at that. Turned the wrong way, boy. Ooh, ooh. Take them risks, man. Take them.
Just jump down willy-nilly like I'm just dead.
Exactly. I just woke up. I ain't had no cereal, no milk, no nothing. I'm tired. I'm sitting here talking to nobody, so everybody can see. Ain't that weird? Y'all, this doing YouTube is weird. Doing YouTube is pretty weird, because you're talking to nobody, so you can talk to everybody. How profound is that? Anyway, I guess I'll just talk about some stuff that's going on. Christmas is coming up. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, all that stuff. To everybody out there.
Tickets. Well, not for year-round tickets.
I was about to say, that's a good price for a ticket. I forgot playing this game. It's been so long. Been a couple, maybe a week or two? 2 weeks? Maybe 2 weeks. I got class starting on the 22nd. It's so dead. I don't want to do no class. I got 3 classes starting on the 22nd. Just had 4 classes this last semester. I'm just doing school at this point.
What? No.
Highly recommend doing school. If you're not doing anything and you don't know what to do, do school. Get you some financial aid going. It's hard out here for everybody. And hey, if you can get money for learning, ain't this what we dreamed about in school? Why do I gotta get up early in the morning to go to a building that ain't teaching me too much or nothing, and I ain't getting paid for it? This like a job. Well, now technically it would be a job. Get you the financial aid if you qualify. It's free. Well, some of it is. Some of it is. Okay. But Christmas is coming up. We have the family. Let's see what he say.
Boy. Dude be so evil.
And what kind of person runs a shop like this? Like, if you don't want to be there, don't be there. I mean, like, come on, bro. This man got his wife working in his shop. She don't want to work there. Is he paying you? Huh? Is he paying you good? I hope so. Look at that. I'm just buying everything.
Well, there you go. Bought all the map upgrades stuff that's gonna make the game 10 times easier.
It sure is.
Because honestly, the hardest part is knowing what's going on and where you're going.
Well, that's the hardest part to me. I say that a lot of people don't have that adventurous spirit. Like, even when I was a kid.
Every time you come to the town, you should speak to the man. Because he always has something new to say.
He's right.
And you expensive. What is it? Sure.
What was I saying? Oh, even as a kid, I had a very adventurous spirit. I used to run outside, play by myself. I used to act like I was an archaeologist. I used to run outside like I was an archaeologist. I'd find a paintbrush or something, and I'd go out and pick up rocks and start dusting them off. And I'm like, oh look, I just found this, and this rock is gonna open up. I was such a nerd, bro. Shout out to nerds. Shout out to everybody. Just be yourself. If you take anything away from anything I ever say, because I talk a lot sometimes when I do have to talk,
gonna make it to
just be yourself. Be happy with being yourself. Don't let nobody tell you no different.
I'm gonna stop playing so I can not
People are trash.
I ain't gonna stop playing to record. I'm gonna go and
People are trash. People will try to, stop you from liking the things that you like just because it's not like a social norm or some stuff like that. But look at that. Oh, uh-oh. I forgot I got to this fight this episode.
Ah.
I should have just went and sat down on the bench. I don't know why I came in here fooling with these folks. Pop's tripping. Told me to come ask for my bike back. No, we didn't trip. Tell me what movie that's from. Yeah. Should have healed. Should have healed. I was being too cocky. Yeah. I'm getting some good licks in. I'm definitely not gonna make it this round, I'm pretty sure. Did I win the first time up?
I'm about to die.
Ooh, that answered that question. Nope.
I should have used my. I should have used it to freaking heal.
Yeah, I'm just throwing the stuff out. I could have used that to heal.
I was doing some mad damage, that's why. I was being greedy, that's all it was.
You was right. You was doing some mad damage. You didn't wanna mess that up. My sister just called me. I'm pretty sure my recording stopped.
Razor.
I'll call her in a minute.
Come on, we gonna do that.
Ooh. Ooh. Hey, I'm getting some clean licks in though. Y'all can't stun on that boy. Look at that. That's...
Huh?
Ooh, see, I could've
got 3 hits just then.
Ooh.
Oh.
It's over. I could do 3 heals and get 4 masks. Oof. Heal. Heal. Ooh, it's over.
Golly, bro.
2. I could possibly get 2. Oh. You hate to see it, folks.
I'm gonna have to bounce the baby. I can use all my concentration and not have to bounce him down here.
And I'm not making no excuses. That at my foot, good. I got Kylan right at my foot, and I gotta bounce him.
Having a piece of my concentration.
And while I'm bouncing him, I gotta make sure I'm bouncing him like he liked to be bounced. And I gotta get this done, man. It's like I'm using 1/3 of my concentration. Cause I gotta listen to see if he's being okay, you know, with me bouncing him this way. I gotta bounce him, and I gotta play the game.
Alright, we're gonna finish this fight, and then we're gonna stop recording.
Let's go. Let's go. Get in there.
Yeah. Where you going? Ooh,
she got 2 good hits off me that time. How many times did I do this fight? Cause I don't remember. There you go. Use them heals. Hit her. Run. Heal. I can't wait for the new Hollow Knight game to come out. It's gonna be about the girl that we fighting right now.
Heal.
And I really like Hollow Knight is about descending into the ground and, you know, going underground to find out what happened. Her story is more about, it's supposed to be about going up and ascending, because she's a wasp.
I'm controlling this battle.
I think I explained that in another episode, but I need to make sure that's out there, because when Hollow Knight 2 come out, what was it called? Dang, what was Hollow Knight 2 supposed to be called? Because I think you can find it on like the stores, and Silk Song. That's what it's called. Silk Song. I didn't. And it looks like there's still not a release date for it. But I can't wait until it comes back.
Wow.
Because then I'll actually play that one in real time so you guys can like see the whole process, because I know a lot of people look at me and think I really be out here playing games like that, which I don't, but I do. Like, I have the skills to make meals, and I don't think the meals pay the bills. Oh, you see?
Yeah, get down. That's about taking risks. Yeah. Oh, I'm tripping. It's about taking them risks. You see that, kids? It's not about being scared. Alright? Take them risks. You jump in for an extra hit, you might come out on top. Boom.
Take them risks. Y'all seen that last little hit. That was so clutch, bro.
Whoa.
And this is where the story comes in. This is where the story starts to actually happen around you. So those are 3 different entities throughout the game.
I ain't gonna sit there and lie like I didn't forget about that.
I did forget about that in the moment. Those are 3 different entities
I love this game.
that you have to go fight and I think get their blessing or something like that.
Oh yeah, watch this. Alright, let me show y'all something. Cause this is what made this is a game that sits near and dear in my heart. You see that? Even if you could, you know, even if that gate went down there, you can't jump that high, right? Let me show y'all something.
I might not put my video up in this. I might just keep the audio recorded over. Watch this.
It show you
Boom.
how to use the new skill with the obstacle course to be able to get your way back out.
Watch this.
Watch that.
Oop.
New ways to get new stuff.
And the more abilities you get, you think, oh, the game gets easier. Yes, that's true, but also there's going to be so many more spots where the game gets harder because you have all those abilities that you have to use at once. And, you know, stuff like that, that's like my favorite thing. I don't even remember going to this area.
I'll stop recording after this, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Why am I tripping?
That was stupid.
I knew that was an enemy. What was happening just then, sir? Updated my map. I can't swim in that because I don't have the power to do that yet.
So, like I said, throughout the game you get all these different power-ups and different abilities. One of the abilities is to be able to swim through acid. And that kind of opens up a lot more too, because now you can, there's like it's a lot of little hidden things under that acid. Like every time you come to a puddle of acid, you want to try to jump in it just to see, you know, like up under there. I think there's like a whole world up under that little lake of acid over there. And I'm not sure, but I know in certain areas you can like clean the acid and then turn back to water, but I don't remember. It's been so long since I played this game, but we're remembering, we're going through it right now together, so I can, I'll be able to remember that as I go. And I might just go for the regular ending with this thing, because, like I said, this game is long. It has multiple endings,
I need that money.
and there's still endings I haven't done. And every time the game got updated, they added like bosses and stuff like that, and different
Why, guys?
different things.
I've probably been recording for a good 3 hours now. I gotta chop these videos up so y'all can have some good stuff to watch on the channel. Something, you know, something. This should be a good. How many videos should
I think it turned out to be about
It depends.
4.
I'll try to chop it up
4
into
videos.
at least 3, because an hour of video is a lot.
He's right.
So, I don't know. I'm so just confused. Now that the arc with the wasp on, I'm thinking about my next move and where I'm supposed to go next. Since I got that dash.
Look at those gears grinding.
I don't know. Since we got the dash, I gotta kind of remember the route to go. I don't want to aimlessly be walking around. I don't know. Maybe I gotta remember where, you know, where I need to go. Since we got the dash and the little throw soul ability, it then kind of opened up some new areas for us to be able to go to. So I just gotta remember where those are, and then I'm gonna probably come back and record some more, because I don't want to aimlessly be running around and doing stuff without you guys seeing what's going on. And if I am, I'm gonna have to do montages and speed stuff up, because I don't want to not have that recorded as well. So anyway, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new, subscribe. Come join the team. Come sit and watch games with us. I'm gonna start streaming over on Twitch and get my YouTube up so I can start streaming on here as well. Yeah, that's about it. Peace.